friends, ERIKATESLA here. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for deciding to click on this video. And if you're returning, it is so good to have you back. Today I wanted to chat with you guys about the Nomad Polar Express palette. I ordered this when it launched. I want to say maybe like within a day or a day after it launched. And so it's been on my desk looking at me, and I wanted to do a winter look with this palette because it is such a beautiful palette. Let's take a look inside of it. So here is the inside of the palette, and as you can see, it has these gorgeous colors. I have really been so happy with all of the releases from Nomad this past year. So we have this gorgeous column of like icy white shades. We have these cool blues. We have this column of shimmers here, some neutral tones, which I am a big fan of for grounding the look. And then we've got like some warmer shades here. We've got these reddish and golden tones. And so you have these really, really beautiful shades that do evoke the feeling of a Polar Express vibe. And even though this doesn't have green in it, I think you still get that holiday feeling from this palette. And if you have like the Irish Atlantic Way palette, you have plenty of greens from Nomad, and that is a gorgeous formula as well. So I just wanted to show you guys some swatches and a demo of this look, and then just talk a little bit about what I think about this palette and just share some thoughts with you about this one. So I'm going to scooch my camera over. Actually, no, I'm going to pop up the swatches for you guys so you can see these shades. And I will just say, as you guys are looking at the swatches of this palette, that all of the shades were just really beautiful to swatch. And per usual, I have really been enjoying Nomad's formula. I really do like their matte formula. It works really, really well for me. And the all white matte shade in this palette, Snowy Mountain, is beautifully pigmented, and it performs beautifully swatched, and it is what I have on my eyes today. So I'm really impressed with that. And so getting into a little bit more about this look, I am going to shift my camera over, guys, and I'm going to just pop up the demo of this look and tell you what I used in this palette for this particular look. So for the most part, I stayed pretty neutral. I thought about using the blues in this look. I might do that in another look, but for this particular look, I think the shade I was really, really interested in was Snowy Mountain. So it's the white matte shade. I have been seeing a lot of the icy looks and snowy looks trending on social media, and so I kind of wanted to do something to that effect, but maybe not to the extent of some of my, you know, IG baddies out there. But I really did want to play with this matte white shade, and it was so, so beautiful. So I went in with that, and then I used the two brown shades in the palette. I used Hot Cocoa and Dark Forest, which are in the brownish tone column of the palette, and those performed really beautifully on the outer V and in the crease. And then for my shimmer shade in this palette, I used the shade Mr. C just to give a little dimension. And I thought the white matte was a really nice base for this shade because Mr. C, it does pull more like taupey neutral, but like over the white shade, it just gives like this really beautiful, shimmery, almost silvery, but like not like, you know, too cold. Like we do have the shade Silver Bell in here, which is like a pewtery silver shade, but Mr. C kind of warmed up the white matte that I laid down as the base, and overall I was really happy with that. I did put that on with my finger. This palette, as far as Nomad Cosmetics goes, meets my general expectations for the quality that I was expecting. This is yet again another winner as far as I'm concerned in terms of the quality. Now, so this one is supporting the, I think, World Wildlife Fund. I think that's what WWF stands for. I'll share that information in the description box, and their work in the Arctic. You know, as you guys know, climate change is a thing that is happening. It is real. I love that with each palette, Nomad does something to contribute to do a cause with the area that they're featuring. So North Pole is represented in this case by the Arctic. So I think it's a really cool cause. And then as you can see, like the artwork on here, I'm gonna put this up for you guys to take a look at. The artwork is just so darling. It's just really, really classic. Polar Express was a book I loved growing up, and then the movie, I remember when the movie came out, and I think that was like really the first time like CGI animation was like really taking off, and like the quality was improving so much, and it's still a movie I really love. I think I watched it last year with my kids. They really enjoyed it, although they're probably aging out of that. But this is such a cute themed palette, and again, I really love the color story in this one. It's really, really nice. Like I said, you have your neutrals, so you can achieve a look like this, or you can do something a little bit more colorful with the blues. I think that this Frozen Sea shade would be really, really pretty with like a blue kind of smoked out look. So that is kind of on my mind for like the next look that I want to do with this particular palette. So I'm gonna shift my camera back to me, guys. This was just gonna be like a really quick video just sharing what I think about this palette with you. And I want to say I really do think that this is quite a lovely palette. There are so many options to choose from, so you might want to look and see if you have some of these shades already. But I would say in terms of quality, I have been really pleased and impressed with Nomad shimmers in particular. I think it's really, really pretty. I do really like this color story a lot. Like, I love the fact that I could do neutral and somewhat colorful with this palette, or do a combination of either or. I think it's a really, really nice palette. I think this is a great palette for like the holidays, the winter time. Is it a must have? Probably not, guys. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, I think that there are just like, this is the time of year where we're like bombarded. So I will say this, if this is a palette that you're interested in, but you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed because there are so many sales or so many products to choose from, I will say that all of the brands, it's tough, right? Like, they're in a very competitive market right now. There's a lot of choices. But one of the things that I do like about Nomad is that they don't have this FOMO pressure. They keep their palettes in stock for at least 12 months. And then if there is a demand after that 12 months and they don't have any stock anymore, they usually will think about, okay, maybe we'll bring this back, like they did with the Ghost Town USA palette, which I was really glad they did because I was able to pick that one up. So I will just say, if this is something you're interested in, but you know, maybe now's not like the best time for you, you have a little time to decide, and I would definitely say consider picking this one up when it feels right for you. There's just so many fun releases coming out. There's so many choices out there. If this really resonates with you, and if you can get it during one of their specials, like I know Black Friday sales have been going on. I don't know if by the time I record and post this video, that sale price will still be available, but like, that's definitely a good time. And I will say a lot of brands will continue to have sales throughout the holidays, so I just really wouldn't pressure yourself. If you do really like this one, it is definitely a worthwhile palette. Like, I'm really happy with how this particular look came out. Like, just for the white matte shade alone, like, I'm actually really obsessed, and I think this is like it's a beautiful shade to pull in with a variety of looks. But anyway, with that being said, I did pick this palette up. I do have a code with Nomad. I believe it's Erika or Erika10. I will put that in the description box for you guys. I do have a code with Nomad if you want to save a little bit of money. I did purchase this one myself. I have been receiving PR, but sometimes, you know, as lists shift and grow, sometimes you get cycled on and off of PR lists. I was so happy to pick this one up on my own because I really wanted to have all of the Nomad palettes from this year, because at some point this month I do want to talk about the Nomad palettes that came out this year and maybe do like a ranking video if you guys would be interested in that. So let me know in the comments for sure if that's of interest to you. But anyway, with that being said, guys, I really just wanted to hop on here, chat with you guys about this palette in particular, and put it on your radar if you hadn't seen this one yet, because it's absolutely darling. I love the theme. It definitely has me in the holiday spirit. I think it's really, really cute. So definitely consider checking this one out if you are perusing and thinking about some things that you might want to add to your collection. So I just do want to thank you guys for taking time out of your day to hang out with me and to watch this video. So with that being said, please make sure to like this video if you enjoy content like this. Leave me a comment down below. You know, I love to hear from you guys. I just appreciate your thoughts about the different makeup that we get a chance to talk about. Your thoughts, your recommendations, they are all appreciated. And if you would be so kind as to consider subscribing to my channel, I would sincerely appreciate it. It would be so awesome to have you join my little corner of the internet where we chat about makeup, especially eyeshadow palettes. As I like to say, we keep it chill over here. And with that being said, thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.